it's actually at the stage where it is problematic if you are involved anything in the WNBA to not hate Caitlin Clark. They were like, in the NBA, if you were...
The Indiana Fever were laughing, practicing, and bonding like real sisters. Then everything fell apart in an instant. A shocking announcement hit out of nowhere. Caitlin Clark was suspended. And before the WNBA could even react, two more names surfaced. Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull were gone, walking away from the Fever and walking away from the league. All three left together. But nobody saw the reason coming. Before we get into this storm of events, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready because this might be the most emotional Fever story ever told. It all began on a quiet morning in Indianapolis. One single email. Caitlin Clark suspended for 1 game. No details, no explanation, no warning. Coaches froze. Players stared. Fans went silent. Sophie Cunningham did not hesitate. She shut her locker and said quietly, "If she is gone, I am gone." Lexi heard those words and immediately said the same.
What happens when you're next to Caitlin Clark? You get access to things that you normally wouldn't get access to. And I think that's obvious for everybody to see. When you're next to Caitlin Clark, it's gonna, instead of people looking at it like she's dimming everybody else, like she's turning up the lights on everybody else and making everybody else shine brighter. Sophie Cunningham is a prime example. What nobody really, like, people say, oh, she's a beautiful blonde, blah, blah, blah. She looked the same way last year. What nobody really checking for? You get her next to Caitlin Clark. Now she's on Good Morning America. Now she got Arby's deals. Now she's every...
I am not staying either. No one knew how strong their bond had become. No one realized these three had been inseparable since training camp. But that day, the world found out. It all started simply. Caitlin joking around during warm-ups. Lexi bringing snacks on team flights. Sophie standing up for Caitlin during hard practices. Golf trips. Viral photos. Late-night talks about pressure, fame, and noise. A trio no one expected, but one that became impossible to break. They were not just teammates. They were not just co-workers. They were family. So when Caitlin got suspended, it did not feel like a penalty. It felt like a personal attack. Inside the Fever offices, panic spread fast. If Caitlin leaves, the franchise falls apart. If Sophie leaves, leadership disappears. If Lexi leaves, team spirit dies on the spot. These three were not just popular. They were the heart of everything. Phones rang without stopping. Emergency meetings broke out. Coaches demanded answers.
Your game and come into this game and for her to do the same on your side.
Yeah, well, I remember last year when we were here, I was talking to Nelly about her shoes because obviously, like, in the basketball world, like, you don't, like, you wear the team uniform, like, it's your shoes that are the cool thing. So I was, like, asking her about her shoes, and she was like, oh yeah, like, these are kind of basic. And then it's been cool to kind of watch over the course of the last year. She got to put in a lot of time to create her own PE, and very unique to her and what she's passionate about in herself. And obviously somebody that's very, very deserving, and it's been a top of the sport for a long time now. So I've played a few rounds with her even outside of here for some other stuff, and it's really fun to get to watch her do her thing up close. Like, talk about making it look easy. Like, it just is so easy for her, but at the same time, like, she's just a good person. Like, she's chill, she has fun with you out on the course. But yeah, her shoes are pretty cool. I'll make sure they get home safely, and I'm gonna be rocking them.
But the three had already made up their minds. The moment fans will never forget. Sophie quietly packing her bag. Lexi folding Caitlin's hoodie. Caitlin staring down at her shoes, holding back tears. No shouting, no drama, just pure heartbreak. Sophie said, if they suspend you, they suspend all of us. Lexi said, we are not letting you walk out alone. Caitlin replied, you do not have to do this. Sophie shook her head and said, we already decided. Lexi gave a small smile and said, we leave together. A moment of silence, then everything erupted. The news spread like wildfire. Commentators panicked on live television. Fans flooded social media asking, what is happening? The WNBA is over. This cannot be real. The league scrambled fast. Calls to agents, rushed statements, damage control. Nothing worked. The story was too powerful. 3 players walking out for each other, something never seen before. Then behind the scenes, a new door quietly opened. Project B, a strong new league offering multi-million-dollar deals, no salary caps, no politics, no suspensions, no media pressure, just pure basketball. Rumors spread quickly. Project B made one offer: we will take all 3 of you together. Sophie raised an eyebrow. Lexi froze. Caitlin whispered, together. Yes, together. For a trio that refused to leave each other, it was hard to ignore. Fans were furious. Protests broke out outside Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Bring them back. Fix this now. We want our 3. Inside the fever, everyone knew this was no ordinary crisis. This was the emotional collapse of an entire franchise.
Remember, you just lose these players straight up. You don't get anything back for the players. They're gone. We didn't get anything for Temi, did we? No, exactly. Let's take a look at the list that I've concocted. Number 1, you gotta court Caitlin Clark. The General. Last year, she averaged 16.5 points per game over a 13-game period, 8.8 assists per game, 5 rebounds per game, 1.6 steals per game. She is the franchise. She is the captain. She is the leader. She is the soul. She is the sun of this solar system. And everything needs to be built around her, predicated around her. The pieces need to be put in place this year, unlike last year, to get the most out of Caitlin Clark's abilities. That means when free agency hits, you don't sign 36, 37, 35, 34. You don't sign.
In a quiet back room, the 3 sat side by side, hands held tight, eyes red, hearts heavy. Caitlin said, I do not want to leave. Lexi said, but we cannot stay if this is how they treat us. Sophie took a slow breath and said, then we stand together. One decision, one voice, a moment of silence, then 3 nods. They walked through the tunnel. Sophie on the left, Lexi on the right, Caitlin in the middle. Fans screamed. Reporters rushed in. Cameras flashed everywhere. But the 3 did not stop, did not look back, did not slow down. They walked toward an unknown future, but they walked it together. 3 stars, 1 bond, 1 exit, and the WNBA left in complete chaos.
Was my coach, and I literally had no words, but after soaking in, I really appreciated the opportunity that Caitlin and Annika have really given me in Cambridge. But even now, like, I still need to relish this, and I think I need to soak it in. So if you can ask me 3 days later, maybe I'll tell you.
Tom?
Hey, Caitlin, Tom D'Angelo from the Palm Beach Post. You appeared as though on your tee shot at 10 was kind of a relief after a couple of